Hi, my name is Amanda Awakens, and today we are going to talk about Eve, the first lady of Rough Riders, and her husband, Maximillion Cooper, or Max Cooper. Eve and Maximillion Cooper, 43 and 50. First lady of Rough Riders, fashion designer, show host, actress.
Who drank my apple juice?
Pretty much any occupation in Hollywood and the entertainment industry, Eve has dipped her toes into those waters and staked her claim. And Maximillion is a British entrepreneur and race car driver, and also a well-known philanthropist. Eve and Maximillion met back in 2010 at Maximillion's business known as Gumball, and Eve reportedly said that, she's not much of a romantic girl, but when she met Max, she had to know more about him. After a few years of dating, on Christmas Day in 2013, Maximillion, who I'm just gonna say Max from now on because Maximillion is doing the most, Max proposed to Eve, and they have been together ever since. They were married in June of 2014, and Eve wore a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful custom-made dress. 2022 will mean 12 years of their total relationship between dating and marriage. And there's so much that I love from the optics and also from interviews that the two have had together and separate. Just speaking on their relationship, they to me seem like opposites on the surface, but when you peel back the surface and look beneath, they seem to just be so compatible and so complementary of one another. Before Eve met and started dating her now husband and also now father of her child, Eve had some questionable dating choices and taste in men. Eve was linked to T.I. Eve was linked to Stevie J, and also Nelly. I think Eve really dodged a bullet. It makes me feel really hopeful, but it also reminds me about the ability to live, learn, and to grow, and to be rewarded for your growth. No matter where we come from and what we've been through, if we can actually learn from our experiences and use that knowledge to improve ourselves from the inside out, we can grow and we can change and we can have the life that we ultimately want to have. And speaking of our backgrounds and where we come from, I think that's such an awesome thing when you consider this couple. I mean, Eve is straight out of Philly, and Maximillion, or I said I was gonna call him Max, is a British man.
Muppets on Facebook thinking you're bad, mate. I'll line every last one of your birds up and bomb them one by one.
I feel that those two places are as separate as it gets. Eve was the first lady of Rough Riders. Eve was a rapper. Before she was everything else that we know her as now, she was a rapper, and she had a presence. Like, she was not a soft pushover woman at all. And look at now where she's at and who she's with, like what growth. We have to be open to life and to the people that come into our life. We really have to live with an open mind and an open heart. Eve said that when she met her husband, she had no idea that she would be with him. And when she looked back into her past and the people in her family and around her, like, interracial dating, and especially with a white man, was not common. That was not the standard, and especially not for a black woman at the time. We have this idea of who we're gonna be with and what it's gonna look like and what all that will entail. And there's nothing wrong with aspiring to certain things and desiring certain things, but just be open, because you never know. You just never know what life has in store for you. It's so interesting and so powerful that this is a woman, when she came into the rap game, had a shortcut, was like talking that, and was just really not what we see or what we know as traditionally feminine, right? Like, not traditionally feminine. She definitely leaned more into what we would consider like traditional masculinity. So often black women are criticized for being too masculine and just told that unless we are just completely feminine at all times, we are never going to find a partner for our lifetime. We're just gonna end up alone, and you know, leave it to some YouTubers on here, and we're just all gonna die alone. Eve, at least seemingly, has never compromised who she is in her relationship with her husband. Like, he accepted her for who she was, with the masculine and the feminine. And ladies, I just want you to know that as long as you are constantly improving and bringing your best self to the table as often as you can, then you can be yourself and find someone who will love you and who will support and respect that. You don't have to be the stereotypical desirable woman to be desired. Don't get me wrong, there is nothing that's just like undesirable about Eve. She is a beautiful woman and she is a successful woman. So, you know, I'm not saying that she just came from nothing and she was nothing. Like, she had her own in many ways across the board. And speaking of having your own, what I also love is that in an interview, Eve said that what her and her husband both have in common is that they have a hustler's mentality. Like, they're just trying to get to it. They're trying to secure the bag for now and later, and they both have that in common. So many women are so intimidated by their own ambitious nature. And what I mean by that is that so many women think that if they are ambitious and if they prioritize their career and their growth within their career, that they are going to intimidate and scare off potential suitors and potential boyfriends and husbands. And that bothers me to my core, because you should not compromise your life. Like, you should not compromise your life and your livelihood. And second of all, here's the thing. Real men, like real men with real things that they got from their own real hard work, want women with the same ambition, with the same drive. Nobody who really has something that they got from their own hard work, like from the work of their own hands and their own mind, nobody wants to be with someone who has nothing and is just trying to leech off of someone else. Girls, women, like, go and get your own. Get your own. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope that you enjoyed. And until next time, stay safe, be well, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.